Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Slow Podcast. And you know what it is, your weekly podcast in the Sakamichi series idol groups. That's going to be Nokizaka 46, Sakurazaka 46, and Hinatazaka 46. This is season 5, episode 14. Today we got some update on some old news coming up from Hinatazaka 46, a bunch of drama roles for some Sakamichi members, as well as some big drama in general coming out from Nogizaka 46. But before we get into all that, I'm one of your hosts. I'm Jimmy, aka Jimu Tweets, and I'm joined as always by my friend, my fellow host, Josh, Mr. Josh Box.
Hello, folks, is what he was trying to say.
My fellow folks, dude. How's it going, Mr. Box? How have you been, dude?
It's going good, going good. Oh, I have an update. And by update, I mean I did
Oh,
something this weekend.
ooh, what did you do this weekend, dude?
I went to the Renaissance Fair.
Ooh, what a nerd. What a dork, dude.
I saw some people who stream on Twitch there for some reason. I mean, they're just randomly there.
Yeah.
And some who are no longer streaming on Twitch because they got canceled. So that was interesting. And yeah, I walked around, I saw everything, did little activities. And yeah, it was fun. It was starting to get hot, but it wasn't like super, super hot. So it was good.
Yeah. Did you buy a sword while you're there?
No, I didn't buy a sword. The only thing I bought was
I'll
an
be
overpriced
honest.
sausage.
Uh, every time I go to a Ren fair, it takes every bone in my body to not leave with a sword. It's one of those things from like, as a kid, and you ask your parents like, "Yo, can you buy me a sword?" They're like, "No, that's stupid. What are you gonna do with a sword?" Right? But then now as an adult, I'm like, "There's no one to stop me. I can buy my sword," but I don't. The last Ren fair I went to, the only thing I bought was like a ring.
Oh,
But, mhm.
yeah. I was looking at the rings and I was like, there's this cool one that was like a little long, but then I was like, it didn't fit right. And like I tried other ones that didn't fit right. So I was like, looks like I'm not getting it.
Yeah. That always sucks, dude.
Mhm,
Because like the ones that fit, not your style. The ones that like are your style do not fit. Just like.
mhm. I'm
But
also a fan and
yeah. What
I
did
like
you?
the thicker ones. So
Mm, did you see anything cool while you were at the Ren Fair? Did you see any jousting? Any battling?
no, none of that. My friends who went like
Excuse
a
me.
couple weeks ago and they were like, yeah, it wasn't worth it because like they just like pretend to hit each other. They don't like actually like go for each other. So I
Oh,
didn't see that.
dude, no, the one in San Diego, they like go in
Oh
on each
really?
other. It's kind of hype. Yeah.
Oh okay. Maybe I should check that one out instead.
Yeah. Maybe if you guys want to come, it's like in Escondido, so it's actually kind of in between us. You know what I mean? It's
Oh
like
okay.
North San
Uh-huh.
Diego on like the 15. Yeah, off the
Mhm.
15. So,
Yeah, that's like almost in between. Yeah.
uh, hmm but like, yeah, dude, I got to try on this dude's like armor and hold his axe and shit, dude. Or not his armor, but his helmet and hold his
Mhm.
axe. And I was like, this shit's like heavy
Oh
duty. This
really?
is like legit. And then yeah, when I watched their like field battle or whatever,
Mhm.
they were going in, dude. Like I was like,
Oh.
I'm surprised no one's getting like seriously
No
hurt.
one really hurt.
you
Yeah.
know?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
if I guess if they wear the real stuff, it is like made for that. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what he says. It's like it I mean it still hurts, but it like deflects the force so you're not like suffering any injury and shit.
Mhm.
And I was like, holy crap, dude, that's insane, dude.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
That's yeah, exactly, dude. Like there's a lot of things I would do out of just like sheer curiosity.
Uh,
Possibly taking a sword to the face is not one of them, dude.
not
You
on the
know
list.
what I mean?
Yeah,
The
but I think
the
next time I'll dress up or something. Get in the spirit.
oh, dude, yeah. I mean, you was it? No one really cares about dressing up until you get there and you're the only one not dressed up.
Yeah.
Then you feel like a square, right? You're like,
You're like,
hmm.
no, I'm the one standing out.
Yeah. I'm the lame one
Yeah,
here.
yeah. I'm the nerd.
Is that guy dressed in modern fashion?
It's just an isekai,
Ew.
you know?
Yeah. Oh God, you're wearing like the Adidas
Oh
tracksuit.
yeah, yeah. You have a truck behind me or something. That'll be what I dress up as. I'll bring the
Yeah, the
tracksuit and then
isekai
someone else will
protagonist,
be a
dude.
truck. Yeah.
Mm. Oh.
That was my
Um,
weekend.
I also did something this weekend. I kind of like not on a whim, but pretty like not planned. My friend Justin, who I do NKB podcast with, he was like, "Yo, I'm going to this wrestling event, like this wrestling show for New Japan Pro Wrestling on Sunday in Long Beach, but on Saturday there's the press conference and meet and greet. I don't want to stay in Long Beach for that. I just want to go up, go back down, and then go up again Sunday because he had somebody else to drive him Sunday,
Oh, okay.
right? So he was like, I will pay for your ticket. I'll even pay for a meet and greet if you drive. And I was like, you know what? You don't have to pay for my meet and greet. Just buy me food or some shit while we're there, right?
Uh,
Um so it was me, Justin, and our friend Brian. We went up and it was cool. Dude, I got to meet Ace, dude, Tanahashi. My friend Brian was wearing the Hollywood Jurina shirt, dude.
oh.
You know, and he recognized it, and I had to tell him like, yeah, I'm also a Jurina Oshi, dude. And he's like, oh, is that so? Hmm. Thank you, Ne. But like, what is it? It was fun, yeah, and it was cool. I like forced my friends to listen to Nogizaka all the way up, dude. You know, and like that's like my litmus, dude. I feel like I don't need friends to like they don't have to like my idol music too or like idols.
Mm.
But I appreciate when my friends let me just be a fan of something. You know what
But
I
they
mean?
have to like Girls Rule.
They have to like Girls Rule though. Um,
That's the true litmus test.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Justin brought it up. We were so late because like okay, we left on time. You know, like it was when I checked. Like well, I thought it was in Long Beach for 8, but like I was like, okay, it should take us like an hour and a half to get there. It was in Carson City, which normally takes me an hour and 45, especially without traffic, right?
Mm.
It was a Saturday. We left Saturday morning. I was like, there's not gonna be any fucking traffic. We got hit by traffic nonstop, pretty much. We were so late. We got to the press conference. We watched one part of it, and then they were like, "All right, that wraps up the press conference." We're like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Wait, who was driving?
I was driving.
Sounds like a classic Jimmy story.
No, we left on time, dude. Please believe.
There was traffic. There's a school, you know. Next to the school, there's traffic.
Dude, it was but I mean, we still got the meet and greets, you know. That was fun. That was
Okay,
cool.
yeah.
I will say though, this is my only meet and greet experience. At least you know, being on the fan side, I did work one event before,
Mm.
and that one was like you know they had a good amount of time with the wrestlers. This one, they gave you like no time. I felt
It was like an
more
idol
gypped
event.
than I did during an idol meet and greet, dude.
Really, they
You
were
know
just
what I
like, all
mean?
right, just high five and go, or what?
Pretty much, dude. Like you come up, you go you take a two shot with him,
Mm.
right? You get to say like a couple things while you're taking your two shot, and then like, all right, next. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, I was like, dude, I spent like you know one of those meets is like $40, dude. That's four tickets.
That is first.
That gets me at least 40 seconds with an
Mm-hmm.
idol, dude.
Uh-huh. But you get a
Speaking of,
picture.
true, that is true. And you get a signed like an autographed picture on your way out.
Oh,
So
okay.
I mean, I guess it nets even. But we got some we got to wrap up the show by 10 because you know we got an announcement later on and meet and greets are back on the menu, boys. I gotta go say
Oh,
hi to Habu, dude.
the
Um,
return.
yeah, yeah. So on that note, shall we get to the show?
Let's.
All right. Well, you know what we've been doing recently, dude. We've been going through the YouTube comments, you know, seeing what everybody has to say, and it by gone it, we done it, dude. It's working, dude. People have been leaving comments on the YouTube again, which I super appreciate,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I want to make sure that everyone watching on YouTube feels appreciated as well, right? Like obviously we interact with chat, and it's cool getting to get to see all you guys, in the chat during the live show. But for people who have lives and things going on Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific time, you know, obligations where they can't be here. We want you to know that we appreciate your support as well, right?
For sure.
So this is on our last episode 13. I think the biggest news of that week was the Kubo photo book, right?
Mm.
The first comment comes from OESB. Jimmy's comments about Kubo Shiori's photo book reminds me of how I felt when Ikuta Erika released her first photo book. I just like her for her singing. Back then, I don't have any idea how often or common photo books are with idols, but now I see photo books are released one after the other.
But
I
then when the
kind of
second
ask
one
who's
came out,
next. Yeah. I can almost see members lined up for a photo book release. Endo, Kanagawa, Yu Miki, definitely another Yamashita and Kaki PB, Renka and Ayame down the line, Nagi for sure, Satsuki, Kawasaki, even Mao, and now. Sorry about that, Jimmy. Too soon. It's too soon, is what I have to say. I personally don't own a photo book, and I don't have the urge to buy any. I'm just here waiting for the next single and concert release.
No
Although
problem.
now I might consider buying Ikuta, Kitano, Kaki, and Kubo plus Kato Shiho of Hinata Zaka 46 photo book in one go, just because they're my favorite members in each generation. As a big Kubo fan, I'm very happy for her. She's said it's one of her dreams. She's happy and seems excited about the release. It turns out to be a very good year for Kubo. Taiga taking part in another movie, an upcoming stage play later this year, her first center position, and lots of baseball gigs these past months. She's still MC on ANN and still a 17 model. She's doing it all. So yeah, congrats to her and more projects to come. Keep it coming.
Yeah, for sure. She's been doing great this year. And
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
no
I think
problem with not
Kubo's
owning a
definitely
photo
been
book or
killing it.
not. Just because we're proactive about photo book releases doesn't mean
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
have
I
to.
feel like our viewership might be skewed in terms of like the importance of a photo book. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I think majority of the fan base probably does not really care that much about photo book releases, but
Uh-huh.
this is a podcast hosted by like camera nerds
Yeah.
that also happen to like idols. So we kind
We
of
just
fixate on a photo book
part of
when
the
it comes out.
territory.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What do you think about some? Oh, yeah, okay. So to be fair, when Ikuta's first photo book came out, photo books were not that common at all, right? It was kind of a big deal when a
Mm.
member got a photo book announced.
Yeah, they weren't
I
monthly.
still remember when Mayan got her first one, right?
Oh, yeah.
And like the one before Passport, I can't remember what it's called. I have it on my shelf, but
Before the style, before the very
before the
first
My
one, right?
Style,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. What is it? And so I remember that being a huge deal back then, you know.
Mm.
And since then, every now and then someone would get announced a new photo book, it'd be a big deal. But
Mhm.
literally now, I think Sakamichi puts out one every month.
Yeah.
So while I think there's some stretches on that list, I wouldn't be surprised if we do eventually see some of these names getting photo books.
Which two do you see then out of that list
Uh,
as the soonest?
the soonest probably Endo,
Okay. Okay.
and then Rentan. I think they've been
Oh,
pushing
really?
Rentan kind of hard recently again. You know what I mean? Like there was a lot of Rentan during the Ash grad, I've noticed.
Mm. Okay. For me,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go for another Yamashita, and
That's just what you want, huh?
and even though it's too early, I feel like they might do it. They might do a Satsuki one.
Oh, I do not want a Satsuki one yet,
I
dude.
don't either, but I have a feeling
No, you
they'll
know
be the
what? I
first
think I
one to
think
do it.
in general, I think they wait for idols at least turn 18. I think Satsuki
But it's not Yoda,
does not. She was 18 when hers came out, right? Her first one.
was she?
I don't remember. It's been that long. She might
Yeah.
have been, but either way, that's more recently though. This is after the Olympics.
Okay.
In
Yeah.
general, they stopped
Yeah.
doing under 18 photo books.
She was okay. Chat's
So
confirming.
okay, yeah. So I don't think we're gonna see Satsuki. I mean, they might do that gross thing where it's like the second she turns 18,
They released
it's
the photo
like,
book.
oh, she's an adult now. I ugh. I cringe, but I it has happened before,
It
so
has, yeah.
you know. Anyways, let's keep moving. From Insomnia Love, they said, I got a big laugh out of your random poster handover with rubber band comedy sketch. Slope Club skits. You know what? Nogizaka skits, we're coming for you.
We're coming competition.
We're coming, yeah, yeah,
Ready
yeah.
to see your
Dude,
viewership
we've
tank.
been watching, watching Star Tenjo. We're
Uh-huh.
like, dude, these skits ain't it, dude.
We gotta turn up the level, you know? They're at level 3
Mhm.
right now. We gotta go to at least level 6.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, appreciate your comment. Glad you're enjoying the show.
Mhm.
Next is from DJ BT. I believe you may have been attempting to recall the absolutely amazing Hana Chanzu appearance on MTV Acoustic. I highly recommend it. Yeah, I think that when we're talking about the MTV Unplugged, right? Yeah, there was the Hana Chanzu one. That one was very
Mhm.
good. Remember they did like a little Taylor Swift cover. If
Oh,
you
yeah, I
guys
remember that,
haven't
yeah.
watched it yet, yeah, make sure you guys give that a
Yeah,
watch.
that's a good one to watch.
All right, let's go. This is a long one, so we'll just go through it and we'll finish out with this one. There's some replies, but sorry, we're not going to be reading out the replies. Asuka's graduation concert should have ended with Hadashi Day Summer. I also really thought that a bunch of Gen 1 would come out at the end to mark the final Gen 1 concert. The sad thing is that I believe the reason for no Gen 1 ending is to make us forget the first gen and push the fifth gen. The truth is that so far, no Gen 2 to 4 members have managed to eclipse the brilliance of many Gen 1 members like Nishino, Nanamine, and Mayan. I can't even name more than two of the four Gen, and that is Sony not promoting them well. Nogi bingo, please. Just a personal reflection. A couple of years ago, a friend sent me the mouse CM as a meme. Look at these crazy Japanese commercial. Watching it for the first time, Asuka's unique look captured my gaze. I just thought it was some random model, and months later, I saw a YouTube post with the name of the members in the commercial. That led me to watching the 2017 Tokyo Dome concert in Hadashi Day Summer and was the first Nogi song I liked. One strange thing happened while I was watching all mainstream Nogi programming. I found other members more interesting than Asuka. She is gorgeous, but for me, she's not the top 10 entertaining / interesting Nogi performers. One regret in my life is that I never managed to attend a Gen 1 concert. Asuka's grad was the first time they released tickets on Thailand, but I could not get tickets in time. Nanamine, where are you?
Ended up with a stamp.
Uh, yeah, yeah. I mean, look, I don't want to dunk on this guy super hard. I think we all get that feeling of Nanamine, where are you? Relatable. But I do agree. I do think, yeah, the lack of first gen members is to make us forget first gen and to focus on not just fifth gen but the newer gen. But I don't think that's a bad thing. I There's no future in the group
Yeah,
if you
it's like
only have people focus on the first gen.
exactly,
Th-
that's what I was
This
gonna
this
say.
yeah, this person literally complains about them not promoting the group, like the new members, well, and then
And
also at
when
the
they
same
do.
time wanting first gen to come back. You know what I
Mhm,
mean? It's like you gotta choose one, brother.
mhm.
And it's one of those things. I like I said, I'm not trying to dunk on him too hard. I think it's actually pretty relatable, right? There's a big difference between general fan knowledge versus general public knowledge. If you're casually
Yeah.
following the group, I can easily see, yeah, why you might not know too many of the members well. But
Mhm,
like I think we said this on the show several times that I think Nogizaka has done the best out of any group in recent memory of promoting their new members. We
mhm,
have several fourth gen centers. Kaki is huge. She's
mhm,
doing so much work. The fifth gen push has been huge.
mhm.
You know, if you're watching shows outside of their regular variety shows, or even in their own Nogizaka Te Doko, or sorry, not Tokidoko, but Nogizaka Kojichu.
What a
Wow,
boomer.
boomer hours. I know. Um, yeah, you're seeing a lot of the other members, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get Nogi Bingo. I love Nogi Bingo, but it's just like you gotta accept what we do have and enjoy that. I think.
Mhm. I think, if you keep up with them, you know the members for sure, like, there's no escaping that. It's like,
Hmm.
they've done, like Jimmy's saying, such a good job at promoting them and, like, making them front forward and integrating them into the group pretty early on because even just speaking on 5th gen, they were introduced and they're already strong from the start, so they, like, pretty much just, like, went full in, like, when they started doing the shows, they started being on other programs and everything, and it's like I feel like if you're a casual fan, even in Japan, you know almost everyone because it's like they're everywhere. And
Dude,
but if you're just
Yumiki
like
now, the Elmo girl, dude.
yeah, Yumiki now, how can you not know Yumiki now? It's like I think even if you just watch Nogichu, you would know like the members pretty well and even facial recognition. And I think just dwelling on first gen members could be a little bit like self inflicting damage because like
Hmm.
they're just slowly like going away and like it they aren't relevant anymore, if that makes sense. Like sure they were at one time big and popular, but now within the ecosystem of the group, they're just memories and not the current standing of the group.
Right. I mean, I get that feeling of nostalgia,
Mhm.
especially if you've been in this idol game for a long time.
Yeah.
Every now and then I do watch, like an old variety show episode just because I'm like nostalgic or like I remember like a bit from it. I'm like, oh, this was funny. I
Mhm.
want to see it again. And yeah, that feeling comes of like, oh man, this group that I used to love technically doesn't exist this way anymore, right? But I think the best analogy I have for this was I've shared this on the podcast before. I was watching, um, it wasn't even that old. It was I think sixth or seventh birthday live, right?
Mm.
And I felt like something was missing, right? And I was like, at first, because first I'm like, oh, dude, oh, so hyped seeing all these old members. Oh, Reika's here, dude. Oh
Oh, uh-huh.
man, dude. Nana say, oh, Wakatsuki, dude,
Uh-huh.
Takayama, dude. Oh, dude, all the homies from back
Mhm.
in the day. Oh, like, something's missing, dude. And I'm like, yeah, dude, like Kaki's not here, dude. Third gen's barely here.
Mm.
Like, there's such prominent faces of the group now that
Uh-huh.
like watching old concerts to me feel like I'm missing something. I'm missing
Mm.
like the energy that the new generation brings, right? And
Mhm.
so I think that's going to be a thing. It's not good or bad, it's just the reality. It's like there's technically always going to be something missing, right? If you're watching
Yeah.
the new stuff,
If you're
there's going
into
to be
idols
the
in
the
general.
yeah, exactly. And that's just part of the game, dude. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But um yeah, I don't know. I do disagree with this in that I think Nogi has done a really good job pushing the new gen. And I want to encourage you as a co-host of this podcast to maybe check out some of the shows that the newer gen's on. I think you'll
Wait, as a
find
host, are you talking about me?
you'll be no, I'm saying as a me,
Oh, okay,
a
okay.
host of this show,
You
to
just said
this
okay,
commenter
just keep going, keep
who
going.
enjoys our show. There's a reason why the post show every week we watch Star Tanjo.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? It's a great show, and it's a great way to watch the and learn the new fifth gen members, dude.
Mhm,
There's
mm,
a Star Tenjo for fourth gen as well, right?
mhm, mhm. And they have such big personalities that I feel like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't even compare first gen to them because it's like apples to pears or oranges or whatever. It's
right.
like it, it's not that it's a different group. It's just it's transforming, as it goes. It's never the same. And if you want it to be the same, then you're just always gonna be stuck in the past.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. It's it's following idols is like following college sports, dude. Eventually,
Mhm,
people are gonna graduate, and your team's gonna change.
mhm,
But you can continue to learn the new team members. You can
mhm.
keep up with the team, and then keep watching them. Keep watching their games. Keep showing up
Yeah,
support.
exactly.
But and then heck, and then some of them go on to the pros. Some of
Mhm,
them go on to play in the NFL, and you can follow them there as well, right?
mhm.
Like Mayan's not dead. You can easily check out one of the dramas she's doing.
Uh-huh.
So, unless you're a Nanamine fan, then
Yeah.
good luck.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's been the comments. Thank you guys so much for those comments. I do appreciate all of them. Even
Mhm.
if we disagree, I don't want to make it feel like you're a bad fan by any means. But we just, as fans, we're gonna disagree sometimes. Just like how Josh and I never see eye to eye on music, right?
Yeah, yeah. We always rate it the opposite sides. And that's okay,
Yeah.
We're all human. We all think differently.
Hmm. Hmm. But anyways, let's get on to the news itself, shall we? We got a couple bits of news out of all the groups this week. Thank God, we're back. We're back. It was a
Great.
rough 2 weeks, but
Great 2
we
weeks.
got or more than 2 weeks, really.
Yeah.
It's been a rough like month, but anyways, we got some updates on some of the previous Hinata Zaka news. Last week, I think we mentioned, Saito Kyoko's uh, MTV Unplugged tickets went on sale. And then I went through
Mhm.
the website and I showed everyone how easy it was, quote unquote, to buy a ticket. And then chat was like, Jimmy, it's sold out. You can't buy it anyways. And I was like, ah, shit. Well, I didn't go that far. I didn't check that far. Right. Well, I'm still not going to check that far, but just in case, it's probably sold out already, to be honest with you. I don't know. But they did add more tickets. The one on sale, what is it, last Thursday in Japan, so that would be Wednesday for us. So just after the episode aired, they put out some more tickets. I'm gonna assume that they're sold out at this point. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Didn't this concert
So
already happen?
no, it's gonna be happening
Oh, in June. Okay.
June 21st, I believe. But you know what? It's okay. Regardless, I can't make it. The show happened already. What? Oh, May 21st? What am I thinking of? Oh, no, I realize what I'm mixing it up with. So sorry. So sorry. Um Whatever. Yeah,
Showing
yeah,
the
yeah.
doc to me.
I apologize. Yeah, I'm showing the doc, dude. Oh, this is all gone to shit, dude. Hold on. Sorry. I mixed it up with the date. This was because it was like the next piece of news.
Oh, okay, okay.
Um so that's why I am wrong on that. It did already happen, but there's a reason why I had a different date in mind. Let me fix the overlay real fast. Hold on.
Let's run it back.
Let's run it back. No, no, no.
Run it
We'll
back.
keep it
Jimmy's
because
not gonna edit this out.
yeah, exactly. We all know I ain't got time to edit nothing, dude. Um all right, let's switch over. All right. So, regardless, so you missed the show. We couldn't buy tickets. We weren't in Japan. We couldn't be there. It's okay because the performance from May 21st, right, a couple days ago,
Mhm.
was when it happened, will be
Yep.
aired on TV
Oh,
in June
okay.
24th. That's
Wait,
that's where I'm
I
getting
saw
these dates from.
I guess it makes sense. They have to, like, edit and everything.
Edit it, everything. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't like a live stream version of their pumping. This is an actual broadcast version,
Oh,
right?
okay. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so the actual broadcast will be on June 24th. So make sure you guys watch that on your Japanese television.
Stay up till that time.
Stay up till that time and watch it live on Japanese TV,
Mhm.
like you
Like,
know how we're all going to
we
do.
all do this, yes.
Hmm.
Thank you very much, MTV.
Yeah, yeah. Good looks, dude.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm excited for this.
Um, yeah, yeah, me too. Hold on, I keep messing up my overlay. 1 second. Oh God, here we go.
I think I saw a report of someone who wins, and they said it was good, and that it was like it always surprises them how good Kyung sings. So I think it's just stuff
Mhm.
to look forward to.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with Kyunk singing is that like she's it's like the same issue with like that Oroti from Nogizaka first gen had,
Mm.
where the voice she has doesn't really lend itself well to a lot of the music. Uh what is it? What is that Nogizaka puts out,
Or even
right?
like idol songs,
It's
right?
just right, exactly.
That
So like
vocal
same with
range.
so Kyoko with Hinata Zaka, where she has a very great solo singing voice, but it's it doesn't really quite show in a lot of their songs, right?
Mhm.
So it's
She just has to do the
I think
"ooh, oh." How there's a male vocal in the background all the time?
yeah,
Just
yeah,
make Kyung
yeah.
do it. Come on.
Mm. I mean, she has like a wide range. It's not like she
Yeah.
only does deep voice singing, right?
Uh-huh.
But I feel like because they also have to accommodate everybody else's voice
Yeah, exactly.
too. And she does have a very unique range
Mhm.
for an idol specifically. Um, yeah, I think a lot of their songs don't really get you to hear how good her voice really is, as opposed to when she's singing solo, and they can actually change like the key to
Mm.
fit in a comfortable range for her, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Um, I remember seeing a set list around somewhere, but I've lost it. So, um, yeah. Oh God, well, I'm truly getting old because like I'm like now I'm thinking about like, yeah, why did I think that this hadn't happened yet? I remember I actually saw the set list and the concert report. But whatever, dude. You know what? There's so much stuff to keep up with, especially all the drama this week. I feel like I deserve a pass, dude. But oh, okay. Is this the set list? Here, let me get it up so we can share it with chat or share
One
it with
open.
the stream. Sorry. Oh God. Oh God. Discord, stop. My computer.
Oh no. Linked it to destroy Jimmy's computer.
I know, dude. It's because Chrome is still set up as my default
Sabotage.
browser. So when I clicked it on it from the chat, it what is it?
Blew up your computer.
Opened in Chrome. Yeah. And my computer does not like running Chrome and all these OBS things at the same time, dude.
Mhm.
All right. MTV. Okay, here's the set list. This is from the Slope Discord.
Okay, just from
Oh
looking at
yeah.
this, it seems like she did 3 of the Hinata Zaka songs. 1
Mhm. Yeah, the Koishita Sakana song, dude, as well
oh, did
as
5, my bad, did 5.
her center song, Ski to Hoshi ga Oru Midnight. Yeah, and then she also does Boku Nanka.
Mhm.
Um, I can't read the kanji. The Yoamushi na something kan. And then yeah, this one right here. Um yeah, dude, we got some bangers in here, dude. I really want to see her version of First Love, as
Mm.
well as Aiko's Hanabi, dude, got some Aimyon in there as well, dude.
Yeah, yeah, look at that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If yeah, chat's bringing it up. If you're watching this video on YouTube and you haven't already, make sure you check out her version of Boku Nankan First Take.
Oh, yeah,
Very good.
yeah,
Very, very good.
yeah, highly
So it
recommended.
gives us a little teaser for those of us who couldn't make it live, what we can hopefully expect for the MTV Unplugged, right?
Just hold out till June, just repeat that every day.
Yeah, yeah. Just one more month. Just one
Mhm.
more month. Anyways, another update on some news coming out from Hinata Zaka 46 from last week. We have an update on Katoshi's first photo book, or sorry, this was first announced 2 weeks ago. But now we have the covers as well as the title.
Oh,
Title of the book is hashtag Aitai. Uh,
hashtag.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I would have preferred if it was just straight up Aitai, but what can you do?
This is the
um,
modern era.
Yeah. Yeah, they really wanted to let you know that it's not just iTai, it's a social media iTai. You know what I
Mhm,
mean?
mhm.
So we have the regular edition cover here, as
Okay.
well as the Kinokuniya, the Rakuten cover, and then the Lopi cover.
Mhm.
Any
I don't
any one of these stand out to you, Josh?
I don't know how to feel about these. I'm like, I like them, at the same time, I'm like, I find something, like, that throws me off a little bit,
Is it the post processing on her skin?
maybe.
Is she a little too smooth? Is she a little too porcelain doll?
Yeah, I think you can tell on the first one, like, none of her defining features are there.
Mm. Dude, this makes me
A lot.
almost want to like. I need to go see her in person. I'm like, are you actually this smooth, or is this just some real bad post processing, dude?
I think you see, especially in
Uh,
the first one and the last one. because like
Yeah,
her
yeah, yeah.
cheekbone definition is like removed a little bit.
Mhm.
You can see like where they added like a little bit of dodge and burn.
Mhm, mhm. Right, like there's almost no separation on right here, right, between her cheekbone
It's just like
and then the rest of her face. It's all just
flat.
even, just yeah.
Uh-huh. But then when you see like
Um,
the other pictures, it's like you can see like
mhm,
she has like defined cheekbones.
mhm. Yeah, very prominent cheekbones here
Hmm.
because of the shadows. I it's tough because I would all right, let's just say in an ideal world where she is just a porcelain doll, or I shouldn't say that's the ideal world, but like in a world where she is just that smooth and this isn't an issue of post processing, I think I would like the first one, the regular one, the most, right?
Mm.
Like, I do kind of like the gaze that she has. It's just very dramatic. Her eyes are very like prominent there,
Mhm.
and then the shadows on her face aren't too distracting, right? Like, that's
Mhm.
kind of my issue with the Kinokuniya and the Rakuten one,
Yeah.
right?
The harsh sunlight, like 12,
Yeah, it's very hot.
it's like
Yeah.
right above.
Like, yo, you really shot this at noon, huh?
Yeah.
Like,
I would like the last one
yeah.
if the flower wasn't actually in her mouth.
Mm,
Like I feel like if it was just in front or if it was just her hand, I would like it. I do like that the little creeping flower over here in the background, just to like
yeah,
help
yeah, yeah.
help add to the flowers that she's holding in front. But I don't know. Her like it looks like she's about to eat it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not a big fan of that either. Like, it's almost distracting, right? It's like,
Mhm.
what is she trying to do?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's like you look at
Um,
it like, wait, what is this? Is this
mhm.
like herbology?
Yeah. Dude, I'm upset because the Rakuten one could have been my favorite.
I think I'm thinking
I
the same
like
exact thing as you. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the beach. I like the floral headdress.
Mhm.
I like her pose. I like her expression.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
like the white dress she's wearing. I just wish that they like shot this at golden hour. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I just wish that the
At least
shadows
put
were a
like a
little bit
diffuser or something.
softer. Yeah, yeah, put like a fill or something, have
Uh-huh.
where's the guy? I'm sure you can afford the guy to hold up the
Yeah.
thing, you know?
Or at
Like,
least have
let's
him like
fill
hold
these
it
in a
over her,
little bit.
give her some shade.
Yeah. It's like such a nice concept, but the execution just kind of fell short, right?
Mm, mhm. Like she's even like squinting a little because the sun's too strong.
Mhm.
I don't know. I
Um,
think I'm gonna go for A too, just because it's like the
yeah.
bulk is there and everything. Like you can tell
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You get
there's
the
a foreground
framing with
element.
the
Hmm.
inner tube,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know?
Uh-huh. I
Mhm.
just wish it was a little less post processed so we could actually see some defining features.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shot with a wide angle lens, you can notice with her arm going skinnier and skinnier as it goes.
Yeah, yeah. Her head's so huge
Uh,
compared to her arms, dude.
what is Akimoto Manatsu?
um, yeah. Uh, I think I'm still, you know, on the fence about this photo book, to
Oh,
be
really?
honest.
This didn't
Yeah, this
sell it.
no, I'm gonna be honest. Sanpei Yasutomo, these were not doing it for me. Probably the one guy who collects photo books who's not gonna buy it. He's like, we got 99.9999999% of you. That's good enough, dude. Um, yeah, we'll see. I haven't really seen anything out of the previews to like really like
Mm. Like it looks pretty standard.
convince me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like none of the photography looks like that
Mhm.
interesting or that, you know, like unique, right?
Yeah. Yeah, see, me and Jimmy have a different perspective on like the photo books than like the average fan will. So
Mhm,
like I think that plays a factor into it where we look at it, we're like, oh, is this a good photo? How's their posing? Lighting, foreground,
mhm.
background, framing. Well, other people are like, looks
Well,
cute.
for
Next,
me,
looks
it's
cute.
both. You know what I mean? Like if it's like I don't. It's not like I don't like Katoshi. Don't get me wrong, but like it's like if it was like a if it was like Habu, for example, it could be the shittiest photography, and I'll still buy it, and I'll just be like, I'm hoping that my money going towards this will get her a will get them to make her a second one that's better. You know
Mm.
what I mean? Like this
I mean,
one
that's
though,
what
I'm
happened with
like,
Hori, right? She got a second one that's better.
right, exactly, dude. Like Katoshi, I like her, but I'm not like a diehard Katoshi fan by any means. You
Mhm.
know, I think she's pretty, but I don't like I said, like she's not one of the ones that visually for me is like that's what I go for. So I have like less incentive. So the only thing that would have pushed me over to purchase it would have been the photography.
Okay.
But then in this case, it just doesn't look like it's doing it, you know?
Yeah, the photography looks pretty like every other photo book kind of right now. Like, there's a
Mhm,
couple where I
mhm.
look at 'em like, "That's pretty good," but a couple I'm like, "It's par for the course."
Yeah. So we'll see. Maybe we'll get some you know, more preview pics down the line. They're
Mhm.
always updating the social media
If
with
not, then
her photo
Jimmy could
books.
just see it at my house.
True, yeah, I'm just gonna be like, "Yo, Josh, let's get a workout in, but first, where is it? Where is the
He's like, "Give me
Shashinshu?"
the update." I'm gonna give him, like, a stack of books he hasn't seen yet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like we get convinced to buy photo books on some dumb reasons, dude. I can't remember which book it was, but I remember I was at your house and you're like, "Oh, the paper quality is really nice in
Oh,
that
yeah?
book."
What was
And I
it?
was like, "Really? Hold on, let me check." And I open, I was
Uh-huh,
like, "It's really nice paper." Yeah, like, oh, the print quality. Look how rich the blacks are in
uh-huh.
this, dude. You know, like, all right, put in. I'm gonna go home and put it in my
Yeah.
Amazon cart.
Whose was that? I don't remember whose that was.
Yeah, I can't remember, but I do remember that exact conversation, and
Oh, yeah.
I remember showing it to my friend later. I was like, "Yo, look how rich the print is, the
Yeah,
colors in this,
right.
dude. The contrast, the blacks are so black on this page, dude. You
Uh-huh.
know, see the litmus test is when you get that picture where it's like they're almost silhouetted. You know what I
Mm.
mean? It's like, dude, if this page reflects any light back at me, I don't want it.
No, I had to I'm gonna look back and see if I remember who it is later. That was bothering me.
Mhm.
But yeah, I remember we had that conversation. Even Boy was like, "Ooh." We're all just, like, feeling
Yeah,
the
yeah,
paper.
yeah. Yeah, just mm.
It's such a like, for us, I don't know if it's only us, but, like, when we see a good print on good paper, we're like, like, it makes a huge difference.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I've gotten some terrible quality photo books,
Like,
dude, you know, where
newspaper
like the
quality.
pages yeah, it feels like newspaper,
Like, it's
recycled
Shonen Jump.
newspaper, dude. Yeah. But you know what? Maybe Josh gets Katoshi's photo book. I come over there and I'm like, damn, that's some nice ass paper, dude.
That'll be,
You
like,
know,
the
I
best
will
thing.
buy this photo book. I will
Uh-huh.
buy this photo book. I don't know, because it's like for me, that's such a big part of why would I buy this photo book and not just download scans of it?
Mm.
You know what I mean? Not that I would download
No,
scans,
we're just talking, like, hypothetical, you know?
hypothetically though, but like I buy a photo book because I want to enjoy the physical media of these photos. And
Yeah,
part of
yeah.
that media is the paper that's printed on it, you
Yeah,
know?
it's the paper, it's the ink, it's the flow of the photo book. Like, people forget how important the flow of the photo book is. If you're, like, going and it's, like, super we've gotten those photo books where, like, it almost feels random, and then they come back to scenes later that doesn't even make sense, and we're like, "What is this?" Or even, like, you see, like, one set of images, you turn the page, it reveals, like, the next story arc or the next, like, part of the sequence, and you're like, "Ah, yes, that was a good page turn."
Mhm.
You know? It's all those things
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
I don't know if it's just us, but some people just might be like, "Oh, cute, cute, cute."
Mhm. I mean, if anything, I hope, you know, at least two people watching this podcast will the next time they look through their photo book, just kind of just have these thoughts in mind. You know, they don't
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't need people to see exactly the same way we do. I just want them to, yeah, kind of
yeah,
just,
yeah. Just grab, like, 2 photo
oh,
books, feel the paper,
mhm,
look at the
mhm.
details, look at the edges, see if it's printed, and just, like, little details.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dude, if we can just deepen somebody's appreciation of their photo book a little bit more, I'll
Mm,
be happy, dude.
yeah, take the dust off and just open it up again, you know?
Mm, Yeah, that's my litmus test if I really like a photo book, dude. If I looked at it more than once.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
If it's like I've seen what I need to see and it just goes back on the shelf,
Uh-huh.
that's like that's really the majority of photo books, but that's like okay, that's average. But if it's good, I'll be like, you know what, I want to look through this photo again, dude. Get
Mm-hmm,
some
mm-hmm.
inspiration, dude.
Yeah, like I look at Imaizumi Zoom. Wait. I mean, anyway, next topic. Just kidding.
How could you? How could you? I thought you were better than the rest of these Coomers, dude. Dude, speaking of Coomers, I'm so mad, dude. I've probably seen every lingerie and bikini photo out of Saito Asuka's photo book already on Twitter, but I have yet to see any other photos, dude. You know
Where are
what
the
I
fashion?
mean?
Where are the fashion fits? You
That's
know.
what I'm saying, dude. I know they're there. I know that these photos probably make the minority of her photo book, but that's all I've seen on Twitter, dude.
Mm.
I just I'm
Uh,
not blaming anyone. I'm just saying that like those are the only scans I've seen, dude.
those are the
I
ones
haven't
people
seen
retweet for some
or
reason.
any photos or any scans of like the actual like the rest of the photo book, dude.
Uh-huh.
So I
Yeah,
don't
we
know.
see some at the
Maybe
beginning,
this
but
is
yeah.
yeah. Maybe this is just God's way of making sure I wait till I you know actually have the photo book in hand to appreciate it.
Yeah, maybe it's gonna be like, whoa, like these photos are so good that only I can see it
Mm-hmm.
physically. Like it wasn't even like worthy of being on the Twitter.
Mhm. All right, and just to address the lewd boys allegations in the chat right now, I don't follow any lewd Twitters. Okay, like I, what is it? I have a very small curated amount of people that I follow on Twitter.
Yeah,
You
Twitter.
know, Twitter. Uh, I'm using Twitter specifically. Um, but what is it? It was because I think the first one I saw was the and this is not anyone's fault, but it was the preview of Saito Asuka's ass where they fucking you know they edited out her butt crack, dude, and I was just like, oh, this book came out. I wonder if any like scans are out, and so yeah, I just searched the hashtag like or I just searched Twitter for Saito Asuka Sashinju,
Mhm.
and it's all the fucking it's just all the bikini and lingerie shit, dude.
People don't appreciate art.
I
They're just
know,
in it
dude.
for the
Like, don't
loot
get me wrong.
and
I don't
what.
know. Asuka's pretty. Like, she's
No one,
very,
no one's
very
denying
pretty.
that. No one's denying that.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, what I'm saying is like, there's so much more to like how pretty she is than just like, oh, she's so fucking hot, dude. You know what I mean? Like, none of y'all, not say y'all, but like, like, why do none of these people seem to appreciate more, dude?
They just don't appreciate
Anyway,
my queen like I do.
that's what I'm saying, brother. You get me, dude. A tip of my hat to you, good sir. Um, all right. Let's keep moving. We got some Sakurazaka 46 news. Rena, sorry, it's just because it got translated this way on their page. But Moria Rena will appear in the Netflix series Let's Get Divorced, which will be available Thursday, June 22nd. So if you go over to the Netflix Japan page, you can get like a little trailer for that, dude. Um, but the basic premise is an actress and a politician just want to get divorced, but with so many power players invested in their marriage, the couple must join forces to succeed. So it seems like they just realized that they just weren't happy together. We should get a divorce, but everyone else besides them is like, no, dude. You know how bad this will look for your image? You're an
Mm,
actress or you're a politician. You guys
uh-huh.
gotta stick with your marriage, dude. And it's just maybe I don't know. I'm curious to see. Maybe does it do anything about destigmatizing divorces in modern Japan? Who knows? We'll have to wait to see. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen any pictures of Rena from it, she is pregnant in it, and I remember seeing those pictures circulating over on the Discord, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I had
What
to
is
go look
going
into it, and I
on?
was like, "Ah, okay, all right." I thought we were getting an Oshinoko thing. You know what I
Oh
mean?
no.
Oh yeah, Moria Rena's been on hiatus for 9 months, guys. Weird. I wonder what this could be.
What's going on here?
Mhm.
Did she show up in the trailer?
She shows up briefly in the trailer.
Yeah,
I
because I'm
remember I was
skipping
watching
around.
it
I don't see her.
earlier.
Yeah.
Here, let me. Oh
Okay, I
God,
see her.
sorry. I clicked on the trailer on Netflix, and it's like the English dub, and it just really threw me off for some reason, dude.
It's at 36 seconds. The screenshot right there.
Okay, hold on. Let me get to. Yeah, it's real brief when she's in it, right? But and she's
Mhm,
like kind of in the back too, right?
mhm.
Yeah, yeah. All right, guys. If you guys want to see our girl Moria Arena in a Netflix TV series, dude, there she is. There she is. Doesn't she look so good, chat? Doesn't she look so good?
You picked the one with the
Oh shit, I went back too far, dude. There. Oh, that was it. That was all
Oh,
you
there we
got.
go.
That's all
There we
you get
go.
of her, dude.
Will it reflect the actual show? Wait and see.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But in real talk, good for her. I'm very very
Yeah,
happy for this. Probably some big work for her.
yeah.
It's
Get that work.
hmm. But yeah, that is all the news coming out from that. But we do have one more, probably our biggest Sakura Zaka news in a while. We've talked about this before. Sakura Zaka 46 been kind of laying low. You
Mhm,
know,
mhm.
um, they've been doing their tour, so we're like, they got to be announcing something pretty soon. And sure enough, I believe last night they had like a 10-second video that they played, a little teaser,
Mm.
to announce their sixth single, which will be called Start Over. um, I'm gonna be honest, seeing that name for the single is already putting me on edge. I'm
Oh, no.
already
Oh, no.
I'm already on high alert.
The rest of first
Just
gen
like,
graduates at the same time.
oh no. I, I'm more like, please do not let this have any kind of weird fucking meta like lore that it has to do with the group, dude. Like I don't want this like, oh, we're reforming the group. Like this is third gen, dude. This is like our first era of members who's never been Kiyaki Zaka 46. It's time for us to start over. Um, I
I
I
don't know if
just
it'll go
want it
that
to be
deep.
a song.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I I I
Yeah.
I I hope not. I'm just paranoid.
I feel like they
I
haven't gone, like, deep like that in a while.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's just the fact that just the name specifically,
Uh-huh.
Start Over, put me into alert mode.
What's going on here?
Yeah, what's starting over? What are we doing? What are we doing,
Uh-huh.
guys? Huh?
Who is
I'm hoping it's just a banger. I'm hoping it's just a fun song or something.
Mhm.
You know.
It comes out relatively soon, like in a month, almost.
Yeah, yeah. Was it June 28th?
Yeah.
So 5 weeks from now. So we should be starting to get some more promotional stuff, dude. Some maybe a PV in the next couple weeks, something like that, right?
Mhm, mhm.
Uh, but you know what they did announce already with this
Oh,
single? It's the return of everybody's favorite online meet and greets, dude.
it's back.
Six single online meet and greets. They're gonna go from July 2nd, July 9th, July 29th, July 30th, August 5th, and August 6th. Here are the time slots for each slot, right? They have 6 different slots per day.
Mhm.
Let's scroll down, dude. These are all your participating members. Oh shit, dude, it's everybody, including third gen. So maybe some of y'all want to get on the ground floor for some third gen meet and greets. Now's your chance to do it.
Mhm.
When can we start signing up for this? When is this start date? Did I pass it already? It's so much.
Um,
Yeah, I think I passed it. Hold on. Ah, here we go. Uh, First round starts tonight at
oh.
10 p.m. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna wrap up the show. No, just kidding. Yeah. So I'll be buying some more handshake tickets after
Ooh,
this
who are you
show
going
or at
for?
the end of this show. Gotta go see Habu again, dude.
Ooh.
After that last time, I was like, I was immediately like, yo, we got any
Just
more? We
real
got any
real
more?
reel them in, reel them in.
Y'all got any more
Didn't have to throw
Habu
out the line.
tickets?
Jimmy just came up to her and she just put the lure right in the mouth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She dropped the line in the water. I came up and just
Yeah.
went,
Are you gonna see any,
dude.
new gens?
I might, dude. I don't know. I want to. I mean, I really like Taniguchi so far.
Mm,
Um, I really like Murai Yu as well. The jock. We always stand the jocks.
mhm,
But I don't really know that much about them yet for me to really want to like go say what's up. You know.
mm.
But we'll see. Maybe I'll change my mind. But I definitely, yeah, I'm definitely gonna use my first round applications to apply for Habu because
All in.
I want to get Shrek like last time. Um,
I mean,
and then yeah, maybe we'll see depending, you know,
okay.
who's left
Yeah, you gotta
for
get a minimum
round
of
two.
2, right?
I would say three.
3? Okay,
Three.
okay. That's a
th-
recommendation for everyone?
that's from my experience. 3 tickets is like the perfect amount of time to like you say something, they say something back, you respond to that thing, and then they have time to respond to your response,
Okay, okay.
and then that's it. All
Uh-huh.
right. Um, 2 tickets I feel is enough time for if you plan well, you say something, they tell you something, and then you say bye bye.
Okay, yeah.
1 ticket is enough time for nothing to happen, dude.
1 ticket is enough for you to say something, then to start saying something.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Oh god. I think I shared this already, but like my 1 ticket experience with O Sushi, that was so sad, dude. It was like literally before my room was this color, right? It's
Mhm,
like the usual purple pinkish I keep it at when I stream or whatever. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna change my colors to blue. That's O Sushi's pen light colors. It's Hinata
mm.
Zaka colors. Show her what's up, dude. Go into the call. She's like, "Oh, your room is blue." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's for Hinata Zaka." And she's like, "Oh, you know blue?" And it cuts off. I'm like, "That wasn't what I wanted to talk about at all, actually."
We derailed this. What happened? That's also something to be aware
So
of, that the conversation has a potential and, like, 8 times out of 10 will be derailed. So whatever you prepared,
yeah,
be ready.
and then and I definitely keep whatever you want to say simple. That's what
Yeah,
I learned
don't
because you
overcomplicate.
like more complicated it is, the longer you're gonna spend
Yeah.
trying to think
There might be a
of what
mistake,
you're
they
gonna
might
say.
misunderstand
Mhm.
something.
Yeah. I think 3 is the sweet spot for me to get away with saying what I want to say, and then also, like, having enough time to actually enjoy
Mm,
the meet, you know, enjoy
yeah,
talking with them, right?
mhm.
I'm not gonna say that you guys could find out how long a 3 ticket meet is by looking through our clips. I
Not saying that,
but
no.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, I think 3 tickets is, like, the perfect amount.
Mm.
Um, so
Watching
yeah,
me get a
definitely gonna
6.
go see Habu.
Well, you never got it
Huh?
more than 3, right?
No.
Okay.
I kinda wanna try. I wanna try getting more
Yeah?
than 3.
Yeah, we can see what happens.
So I'm gonna apply for the 3, uh, for this one, and then,
Mm,
because you're the max you can apply for the first round is 3 per slot.
mhm.
And then, yeah, and then after I win those, I'm gonna try to apply for more
Jimmy's gonna do 6
for
and be like, "6 is the sweet spot."
guys, I will never do less than 15. All
Yeah.
right, let me explain
Yeah.
this. All right.
Like, is are you even talking to her? I mean, it's just you you saying something, you know?
Yeah. All right, hold on. What is an hour? All right, an hour is
Oh, no.
60 minutes. That's so that's 3600 seconds divided by 10.
Uh-huh. There's
All
360.
right, at 360. You know what? 360 tickets is the minimum I would do
That's the
for
minimum.
someone.
Just the whole slot.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe back in the
Um,
day when you're able to, like, save them and then just, like, just unleash them all at the same time.
dude. I'm gonna just you know what? I'm gonna save up 4 grand so I can buy an hour's worth of Habu meats, and then one day, chat. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Slope Podcast. Hey, you know what it is? Your weekly podcast series. Yeah, I'm one of your hosts. I'm Jimmy, aka Jimmy Tweets, and I've joined by special guest Habu Chan.
He's like, what do you say? What are you saying?
She's like, eh? That's when I get banned. All right. Sorry guys, episode is over.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So new single coming out of Sakurazaka 46 and some handshakes. So make sure you guys, if you guys are interested in doing that, do this now. We don't know for sure if they're going to keep doing this or how long they'll keep doing this, right? This was initially a kind of COVID thing, right? When they're doing it from home. It seems like they're going to keep it up. I hope they do, but you never know. So,
Yeah, this might be the last
some
one.
of you yeah, some of you baddies, especially, dude, you international baddies, go say what's up while you still can.
Yep.
But,
I'm hoping for they
yeah,
do
that's
in person when I go to Japan. So
weird way to flex, but that's cool. No, I hope that you can get some in-person meets while you're there, dude. I would like to see the meet ripple, dude.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's it for Sakurazaka. We're gonna move right along to some Nogizaka news. Our girl Yamashita Mizuki, Josh's one of the contenders for his Oshimin position, unfortunately got beaten out by Yumiki. Now it's okay. We still support her.
Yeah.
Has been cast in a new drama. She's the
Oh.
lead in the new TV Tokyo series,
Oh.
Saraba Kakihi, dude. Good for her, dude.
Yeah.
So it's featuring her and kind of up and coming popular actor, based on the work of the same title by Yuki Akaneda, an up and coming artist who also gained popularity with Hidamari ga Kikoeru under the name Yuki Fumino. This work is a popular manga that was ranked in the women's section of This Manga is Amazing 2017. Two newlyweds started a new life together in a local city and lived their daily lives peacefully and amicably. Nothing out of the ordinary for such an ordinary couple, but there are big secrets behind it all. This story depicts the various relationships surrounding the couple, including their parents, friend, workplace, and neighbors. Yamashita will play Akira, who works as a kindergarten teacher and has been doing household chores in place of her parents, who tend to be away from home since she was young.
So it seems slice of life.
Doesn't sound so bad, right?
No,
It's pretty chill.
Yeah.
They're leaving kind of like a big tidbit out of the Nogizaka news site.
Oh.
It explains it on this page. Unfortunately, I don't have I'm not in Google, so I can't, or Chrome, so I can't translate it. But yeah, the gist is she's in love with her brother. Hey,
What?
Hey, you love to see it, dude. Yeah, forbidden romance. The
Is that the big secret they were talking about?
I think that would be the big secret, Josh. I remember. I remember I read this on the website first before I went down Twitter, and I was like, "Oh, okay, good for her." And then I went to go check Twitter, and people were complaining. I was like, "Yo, what the fuck? What's going on?" And then I was like, "Oh, I see. I see." So
the title is the topical work of the up and coming Chiyakara is dramatized. Nogizaka 46, Yamashita Mizuki, and the promising young Suzuki Hitoshi co-starring for the first time a heart-wrenching human love story. I loved my brother.
There we go,
the future
dude.
of the two who have a big secret. Who's like? I'm just wondering who the audience is for this. And there clearly is an audience, right? If like it was popular enough to win that award, popular enough to be a selling author, popular enough to get a dramatization on TV Tokyo. Is this a culture clash that's happening here?
Like yeah, here's my take. All right, and maybe I will be canceled for this.
Let me hide my face off.
I'm not sure how I want to tread this. I'm just how I want to tread this. I'm not. I'm not opposed to incest in media. I I think art is art, right? Fiction is fiction. Um, my thing though is I have seen this trope in a lot of anime and manga in general, and it has never been done with any kind of justice. You know what I mean? It has never been done with any kind of care or like actual like the idea of like the conflict emotionally that someone might feel when they're dealing with this. You know what I mean? It's always just pandery, you know? What is justice in that's why I'm like, okay, I'm not like
Okay,
what I'm trying to say is that like it's never like someone dealing with like the emotional guilt that of like, oh, I have like, feelings for my siblings and this is such a taboo thing, and it's like it, 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 it it's something that I know is wrong, but I can't help my feelings kind of thing, right? Um Jimmy be like, I'm no chat. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that like within the confines of fiction, I think fiction is a safe place to explore these kinds of ideas, right?
okay. So
Art
you're saying as long as they're
is
telling a story with that as a mechanic in it.
right. Yeah, exactly. Right. But when it just becomes like a like yeah, what I see in a lot of anime manga is just it's just a thing, right? Like, oh, my little sister couldn't possibly be this cute, dude. Or like animes like fucking like No Game No Life and shit where it's just like what the fuck am I watching, dude?
Uh,
And it just becomes more fetishy than anything. That's when I get
mm,
really grossed out, and like I don't know. That's I don't want to say that like this is gonna be good or bad. Obviously, I have no idea, and I don't want to. I don't want to be caught with a, for lack of a better phrase, with my foot in my mouth later when this if this goes one way or the other. But I just what all I'm trying to say is I think like I said, fiction should be a safe place to explore these kinds of ideas and these kinds of yeah, these thought exercises, if you will. But like the execution of it is really what's going to be for me the deal breaker.
mm. I can see the
Thanks for
argument for
watching
the
the last
mechanic.
episode of the Slow Podcast.
I can see the
Yeah,
argument
but that's what I
for
mean.
it being used as like a mechanic or as a way to tell a certain type of story that you wouldn't be able to tell normally.
Yeah, exactly. Like, or okay, like it's like how do we get around this subject? You know what I mean? Every time I'm about to say
I don't
something, I'm
know.
like,
I'm trying to find a way to make it like you're just over here digging your own hole, Jimmy.
like like what is it? It's like it's almost like okay, say a lot of
Yes, Jimmy.
all right within it's like how with a lot of we're chats memeing the like, oh no step bro, I'm stuck kind of videos, right? If you just watch that shit in mute, it's just normal porn, right?
Okay.
Like, and that's my issue with a lot of these fictional pieces, right? Like No Game No Life, or like yeah, my little sister couldn't possibly
Okay.
be this cute, or it's just
So
like
so you're
okay,
saying
it's
you want
just
more
like
incest?
no. No, I'm saying I want the like the emotional weight of it to be more prevalent to justify having such like a controversial taboo subject, you know?
Hmm.
Like I
I
don't
feel
know.
like I'm getting the vibe you're trying to give off, but the way you're explaining it's just complicating it.
Is it? I don't mean I'm honestly not trying to make it more complicated, but like maybe I'm just shitty with words, especially with this subject, dude. I don't have this fantasy, chat. This is not like my fetish either. I just feel like,
I mean, based
you
on
know, it.
American porn statistics, it seems like it's a lot of people's thing.
I just mean that every time we get into like the fact that it shouldn't be being sold on the taboo of it all, right? It should be like, I just don't think portraying taboos is anything to clutch your pearls over. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's fiction. It's a taboo subject, but it's fiction. It's fine, but it's more about like how they go about doing it. You know?
The execution of it, yeah.
Yeah, like are we just using the fact that it's a taboo to like garner to drive up controversy so that we can like
Mm,
do a half-ass story, or is this actually gonna like have like some kind of message and some kind of poignancy
mhm.
to it, right?
The thing is, it's
Like
done like
that's
it's done fair. Like I'm not gonna say fairly often because I don't know exactly how much, but I feel like I've seen it before, especially in Japanese media, where it's to the point where it's like, okay, like what is the appeal of the story that gets it repeatable for me? Of like how like I know it's like a mechanic and everything, and that they use that as like to drive the story a certain way. But I mean, what about it is like appealing that they always like do this trope at this point is
yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
curious about.
And well, yeah, exactly. And well, the fact is that they also do it without any real, it doesn't service the plot in any way.
Mm,
Right, you know what I mean? It doesn't service the actual story in a way, especially like a lot of the anime lolis, right? Like chat brought up Sword Art Online, right? Like the fact that Kirito's younger sister was into him, and then they're like, "Oh,
wasn't a
just
cousin?
kidding. She's not actually his sister. She's his
Oh
like
yeah, yeah.
cousin.
Uh-huh.
So it's okay now." You know, and it's just like eye roll. Either way, what does that really do to benefit
Yeah,
the
for the
story?
story, yeah.
The whole point of the
They just threw it
story
in there, yeah.
is that he's a fucking like power weeb, dude. You know, like he can fucking do anything in the world, dude.
Uh-huh.
That's the point of the story, dude.
Mhm,
You know, like that's what I'm trying to get at. It's like,
mhm,
what's like how did like what's the point of this? You know, like
mm,
how
mhm,
does this actually address anything? How does this actually like deliver any kind of message? You know,
mhm, mhm.
like
Like, is it just
I'm
another
all like
side stories to throw in there, another overarching plot, which is
right,
what
or
kinda
just
fell in
like
that.
they just have it there to garner intrigue, right?
Mhm,
Like like okay, Chad brought up Game of Thrones, right? Like at least the fact that like the incest in Game of Thrones, at least at the beginning, was there to actually propel the plot in some kind of way. Like there are actual repercussions for it and consequences, and like they, even then, I don't think they did a particularly good job of dealing with it. But whatever, like it's still at least it was there for a reason, right? Then later on, it gets kind of weird. Jon Snow is just like, "Hey, Auntie, let's fucking bang, dude." But anyways, I don't want to get into Game of Thrones, but that's my thing. It's just like I don't know. I think fiction should be a place where people can uh explore taboo ideas because it's not like
to tell a
yeah,
story,
like
right?
chat saying it's telling the whole point is to tell a story,
Uh-huh.
right? And it's like it's not like nobody's gonna come watching this and then leave like, you know what? I actually want to get with my sibling now. You know what I mean? Like it's fiction. It's just
Yeah, yeah,
fiction.
yeah.
But like my whole thing is that like I don't like it when taboos are there just to be taboo. I want them to be
Mm,
there with a purpose, you
yeah,
know.
okay. There we go. You fixed it at the end,
Um
Jimmy.
okay. Uh oh, did we make it out? I just Josh's face was like he you made me think of Luke from that Linus Tech Tips clip. He's talking about the hard R, but he's talking about the R word, like
Oh.
calling someone what like the medical word for slow, but
Uh-huh.
he's like, "Oh yeah, people used to say the hard R all the time." And Luke was just like, "What?" Yeah, I used to say it all the time. And Luke is like, "Huh?" He's like, and then eventually he's like, "Okay, we're talking about two very different words, dude." But anyway, I just yeah, sorry, your face just reminded me of that moment. People who watch LTT will know what I'm talking about. Anyways, moving on from I was gonna say to something more lighthearted, but honestly, not really. Uh, we got some sad news, Josh.
Oh no, what is it?
Our homie, the girl from down the block, Kitagawa Yuri,
Uh-huh.
is going to be graduating from Nogizaka 46. So she made a blog earlier announcing her graduation, and yeah, so this seems to be happening pretty quickly. Because according to this blog, it looks like she will not be appearing during the Dome tour either,
Oh,
and it's going to be graduating at the end of next month.
dang,
So
already?
yeah, real quick, dude. I wonder if there's any kind of like situation going on timeline wise that's making this so urgent. As far as like, okay, I just need to get on, do my own
Maybe
shit.
she has something to do. It's like, I gotta do it by this day, and I have to leave the
Mhm.
group. It's like, well, I guess we have to do it early. I don't know. There's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
many things that we can like guess and estimate, but like,
yeah. We'll never know.
yeah.
Yeah, but she did say that in the blog, she's focusing on her studies and that she hopes to study abroad someday. So I hope that means I'm taking that as she's coming back home.
Oh, let's
She's gonna
go.
come back to LA, SoCal, dude.
Always down
We'll
for
link
the
up with her.
collab.
Yeah, dude. Third guest, dude. New
Third
third
guest?
regular
Question
host.
mark? The
So
spot's open. Come on.
hey, Yuri, you said you still love Nogizaka, right?
Yeah.
Do you love them enough to talk about them once a week, every week on Tuesdays around 7 p.m. Pacific time over on twitch.tv/Slope Club?
You be more in our time zone. Come on.
I know. Let us know. Let us know. But yeah, very, very sad. This is gonna be our first graduation coming out from fourth gen.
Oh yeah, it is.
So
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of fourth gen people, a lot of fourth gen fans obviously very torn up about this news. Um I have mixed feelings, you know. I feel like she's been laying kind of low ever since she's been with school and everything like that.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm particularly feeling the loss in that way, but it's just kind of like it would have. I was hoping to see her come back. I was hoping
Mm.
to see her eventually graduate and come back and be a little bit more active within the group.
Hmm.
She was always very chill. I know she wasn't like the most popular member by any means, but she's one of those ones I feel she's very well liked amongst fans in general,
Yeah,
right?
she has a special place in the group for sure.
hmm Like any girl that ditches AKB48 to join Nogizaka has like a special place in my heart, dude. Like I'll appreciate the fun we had with the trader memes back in the day.
Oh, I remember
The
that. Yeah.
the unfortunate Kitagawa Yuri fans that we upset with that joke. You know,
And then we used to call
Yuri's
her the
not a
lighter
traitor.
one.
She's a beloved idol. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, we do like her too. We're just teasing, but
Uh,
you know, yeah, I wish her the best wherever she chooses to go. I hope her studies
hmm.
are very successful. I hope she finds what it is that she wants to do, and she
Yeah.
carves out a
Hmm.
space for her there.
Yeah. And the space is here on the Slow Podcast.
Oh, tell her. She's like, no, I'm good. I'm kind of trying to I'm graduating to get away from this kind of stuff. You know,
Just hit us up in
I
the DM.
she saw Boy-kun and took a hint, dude. She was like, oh man, that's what I should have done,
Yeah,
dude.
maybe this is the right direction.
Um, but yeah, that's our sad news, dude. Kitagawa Yuri, our English speaker, our rapper, our always in my heart will always be our young trader,
Yep.
dude.
Homie from down the block.
Yeah. Um, all right, last bit of news, probably the big drama that everybody was
Let's get
expecting
into
us to
this.
cover. So we do have an official statement regarding Seira Hayakawa's remarks on NHK Radio 1 or Ajir Sunday broadcast. And so let's go through this, and then we'll go back to add some context for people who may not know what we're talking about. So the following is informed you by the comments made by Seira Hayakawa on NHK Radio 1 Radio Sunday broadcast on Sunday, May 21st regarding to concert director Seigo. Yeah, he can say go suck these nuts, dude. After conducting interviews with Seigo himself, as well as staff and members, we have confirmed that some of his words and action, as well as his instructions, have gone too far. However, it's not true that he made this statement. It is all of you who are responsible for Sayaka Kakayashi's fall, referring to her accident last summer when she fell off the stage. Upon discussion with Seigo, we have decided to change the director starting from Midsummer National Tour 23-23, scheduled to be held in July, as Seigo has asked for his resignation in light of the misleading statements and the fact that some members had a different perception of his intentions. We are very sorry. I physically could not stop myself from rolling my eyes at that sentence. We are very sorry for causing concern to all the fans who support us. Thank you for your continued patronage of Nogizaka 46. Yeah, Seigo, fuck yourself, brother. All right, let's go back. Let's circle back.
Okay, yeah.
They were doing so well, and then they did. Yeah, for the people who don't know, our homie Tam, we actually wanted to get her on the episode to talk about this, but she's busy. She's got life, real life stuff to worry about. But she made a very succinct thread on Twitter, kind of recapping everything. So I thought maybe we'd use this to go through it. Everyone watching this podcast knows I cannot be succinct worth my life. So let's go through this real fast. What's going on with Nogizaka 46's Hayakawa Seira and this Seigo guy who told these idols to go die, D word. Thread about power harassment, verbal abuse with some context and background. Last Sunday, Seira went on her radio show and was talking about Saito Asuka's graduation concert. During this time, she mentioned her Do-S director Seigo, who would scold the members with harsh words like ugly and go die. She even said that he accused the members of causing Kakeyoshi Sayaka's fall accident from last summer's tour, where she plummeted off a platform and severely injured her face. Management initially downplayed it as a minor injury, but Sayaka is still on hiatus till this day because of it. Seigo denies he said this, though. If you hear the clip, you also realize that Seira almost says this almost offhandedly. She talks about this incident in the context of praising Asuka for enduring the harshness and abusive behavior. It is normalized against the members. All right, let's play this for everybody to so you guys can hear it for
そうで
yourselves.
すね。なんかもうライブやってて本当に演出家の聖子さんっていう人がいるんですけどね、
はい
超ド S なんですよ。演出家さんなんですけど、で結構まあ死ねとかブスとかお前一人いなくてもいいとか
や
言われるんです
めなさいよ。そんなことは言ってない。冗談よ。冗談
関
で。
西人なんで流すんですけど、
冗談でね。冗談で。
冗談で
言うだけよ。
多分なんかまあ私みんなを心配してそうやって言ってくれてるんですけど、まあ今回のライブのリハでさやかが事故ったのは、お前らのせいだとかいろいろ言われて、自業自得だとか言われて、すごい結構なんか怖いなと思って、ライブから落ちるのが。でもなんかそういうのにもなんかやっぱ配慮しなきゃいけないと思って、一生懸命最後まで頑張って、飛鳥さんもそういうのにめげずに最後までやってた姿が、私はすごいかっこいいなと思って、
なるほど。
そういう姿を見て、なんか私ももっと強くなりたいなって思いました。そうですね。なんかもう
So that's the end of the clip from the radio about that segment. Tam goes on. This pattern of severe power harassment or verbal abuse has been happening for years. Many past Nogizaka members have talked candidly about being scolded by a concert director, but never referred to them by name. Ito Khan mentioned in a radio show that before the third gen members joined the group, there was an incident at a concert where a certain director scolded her so severely that she missed performing in 5 songs because of it. Shirai Shimai has spoken about being yelled at by a director as well. Furthermore, Seigo was also a director for AKB groups and Equal Love. In the pamphlet for HKT48's documentary, he admits to berating the members for being too proud of themselves after some performances. There is a similar clip where he does just that to the Equal Love members. So why is this guy still around? Because of the idea that he's such an amazing director that justifies his attitude. Bunshun detailed it in their article that he's been working since the 90s and has the guaranteed ability that gained him Akipi's trust. In large groups like Nogizaka, where last-minute absences are common, he's the one who is able to quickly respond and rearrange everything. So when he frequently loses his tempers and starts shouting die or kill to these members, from newbies to veterans, it's quote-unquote fine because of his abilities. That's why he has so many admirers among the members. Why Inoue Sayuri, who went on an Instagram story, which she promptly deleted, defended him. Sashihara has apparently said it has to be Seigo for director, which explains why he's worked with her groups. As of now, he's resigned from working with Nogi. Hopefully, if he continues working with other groups, he changes his behaviors and quits the power harassment. Due to his heavy influence in the industry, I'm worried for Sarah and that she may be blocked from future activities. So please be sure to be loud and vocal for your support for Sarah. And then here's a link to contact Nogi Zaka 46 that you can use to send in any comments you may wish to do so. Mm-hmm. Wait, sorry, Josh. Again, hold on. Okay, sorry. Can you run that back?
Oh yeah. I want to say that Seda did a great job in speaking out and being able to speak her voice, speak her message out. And maybe she found the radio was like the only way to actually say it. She couldn't say it during a showroom, or she couldn't say it through Mobame. It's like this kind of opportunity might have been the only one. And I think like we shouldn't be like judging her of like, oh, she should have done it this way, or maybe she should have spoke to this person. It's like, no, the main point is that she got her message across. She spoke her truth and was able to come across and directly say her message.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a tendency to be very critical of how victims go about trying to find justice for their situation, right? When the focus should really be on holding perpetrators accountable, right? In this case, Sego. Also, I don't know, man. I feel like from the context of the clip itself, having watched it a couple of times, maybe she was trying to be brave, but I feel like the only difference was Sarah mentioning him by name. Right. Chad's bringing up the fact, like Sam said, it was more about trying to bring about like talk about how brave and how strong Asuka is. That
Yeah. I got that at the end. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And yeah, it's I don't like the attention that, or like the criticism that Sarah is getting, because this guy isn't getting hate because of anything Sarah said. Right? She's definitely just saying things that other members have already said before. Yeah. It's just that right now she just mentioned him by name. Right? He's getting hate because of things that he himself has said. Right?
Yeah.
Notice how the only thing in contention here is that I never said that you were responsible for Kakehashi falling, right? So you admit to saying they to go die or that they're ugly, like Busu and shit, right? Like
made people stop performing and stuff like that. How much insults he given?
Yeah, it's I don't know. There's people defending this, like okay, like Tam was mentioning in her thread that he's gotten away with this because of, he gets the job done. And like I said, I did just watch Asuka's GradCon, the first part of it, right? Of day 2. I believe he directed that. You can tell this guy is very talented. He is very capable of directing a good show, but I don't think he's talented because he abuses members. I think he's talented despite abusing members, right? I hate this conflation that people have that you have to be an asshole to be strict. You absolutely don't have to be an asshole and be strict at the same. You can do those separately, right? I am not a feel-good, heartwarming powerlifting coach. For example, when I coach people in powerlifting, I tell them straight up, that was not a good set. That I told you to do RPE 8, that was not 8, and you know it. And I lay it down like, this is what you need to do, right? I don't pussyfoot around, but like at the same time, me telling someone to go die doesn't help them in any way. You know what I mean? Like,
that's insult out of like their own militia.
Yeah. I hate this image that they have of him as being this gruff, old school kind of guy, like, oh, that's just how he is back in the day. You fucking kids are too soft. And I'm just like, no, dude, that doesn't sound like an old school guy. That just sounds like a child. It sounds like a person throwing a tantrum. You know what I mean? Like,
it isn't going my way, so I'm going to insult you.
Right. Yeah. Like, if he actually, if the scolding was if they mentioned any kind of scolding in terms of like something relevant, like yeah, he would say like, "Stop fucking around." I'd be like, "Okay, that's a little harsh, but I can see where he's coming from." Yeah, I don't want anyone to get hurt. Yeah, don't fuck around.
Yeah, it's like adding emphasis versus straight up insulting.
Right. Yeah. Because I tweeted this, but like, what are they supposed to do with this information? Right? Is what he's saying actually benefiting him in any way? If you call the member ugly, what is their response supposed to be? Oh, yes, you're right, director. My bad. I'll go get plastic surgery right away. Like, what are they supposed to do? There's nothing they could do about that, dude. Go die. Up on it, sir. Like, he's not saying that to help anybody. He's just saying that to like make himself feel better. You know what I mean? Because he's angry or whatever. And that's called being a child. That's called throwing a tantrum. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And I saw a couple of other members. Like we talked about, Sayuri kind of defending or saying their point of view. There was that that was it an AKB member?
HKT member?
Oh, HKT.
God, they both. Yeah, they
where
both suck.
she was like, "Oh yeah, like people who can't deal with this shouldn't be in this profession or whatever." And I was like, it's like, I don't know, that's like a bad take. It's like, just because you had to deal with it doesn't mean that like that was the right way.
Yeah, it's cringy, right? It's like, it just makes me think of like people who don't want to see a better future. You know what I mean? Like, I suffered, so everybody else has to suffer.
Yeah, that's the only way you'll get as good as I was or whatever.
And it's just, I don't know, it's glorifying the suffering for no reason, dude. Like, being an idol doesn't have to come from a place of struggle. Yeah, of course, we love watching the Cinderella stories. We love watching someone come from nothing to work hard to build themselves up, but that doesn't have to mean surviving actual abuse. You know what I mean? Like,
I think at the end of the day, it's like there's teaching, there's lecturing, but abuse is just abuse. At the end of the day, it's like,
yeah,
no one should have to deal with it.
like, yeah, it's. I think the focus should definitely be on just the lack of personal responsibility coming from Seigo, right? Especially this last sentence here, on the Nobizaka whoops. Seigo has asked for his resignation in light of the misleading statements and the fact that some members have a different perception of his intentions. Like, what other intentions could you have with telling someone to go die? Or like, don't act surprised, dude. Like, that's the part that just grosses me out, dude. Like, oh, this is what you've thought of me all this time? I was only trying to nurture you when I called you fucking ugly. How did you not know?
When I said go die, I meant only to raise you better.
It's so stupid, dude. Like, I can't even imagine anything like that happening in like as like a as like a powerlifting coach. And this is my perspective, right? This is like the background that I'm coming from. Like, I imagine if an athlete came up as like, dude, yeah, my coach, I'm leaving my coach. They just make me feel very upset when they call me ugly. The first thought everybody would have to say is like, what the fuck does that have to do with powerlifting?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, dude, he called me fucking ugly. What the fuck does that have to do with singing and dancing, dude? You know what I mean? Like, as far as he's concerned, that's the only part of their job that he needs to deal with. You know what I mean? Like, not to condone, like, if like a modeling director was to call them ugly, that would be shit too. But I'm just saying, like, focus on actually giving them something that they can work with and actually like improve, not just saying shit because you're angry. Yeah.
Yeah. And I want to go back to I don't mind dwelling on this so much, but what the ex HKT member said, like in your following tweet, where it was like, oh, just think of it like in sports when you have to, grind out in order to become stronger. And this is the way that people learn. I was like, that's not relevant at all.
And yeah. Yeah, her like, because she compares it to like, oh, your fitness trainer needs to be harsh with you too, right? And I'm like, that's so stupid, because once
Uh-huh.
again, what fitness trainer is telling you to go die? What
Mhm.
fitness trainer is telling you like you're ugly? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, they're telling you what to do to get better. Hey, your form is bad,
Mhm.
right? Work on this. Put your hips back. You
Go
know, like
lower.
even then, like just saying
Mhm.
your form is bad isn't a good cue, because like, okay, well, what should I do? You
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
it's like, okay, lock, like pull your shoulders back and down, lock in your scapula. Okay, there we go. That's what
Mhm.
I want you to feel like you're protecting your armpits. Like this is like 95% of good technique coaching is learning how to cue someone efficiently so that they actually do the corrections you want to see,
Mhm. Mhm.
right? Like saying shut up or like you're ugly or go die is like the most useless waste of energy and time from everybody. Like I said, to me, I don't. I think he has been able to put on some great shows somehow magically, despite being such a shitty person, dude. I don't think it's because he's such a shitty person that he's done this. You
It's the
know what I
people
mean?
around him probably that do all the
Right?
work.
Yeah, dude. Mm-hmm.
And I mean,
Like,
yeah, even from my experience, it's like when you're critiquing someone, it's like you have to actually give constructive advice that they can work on instead of something that is just insulting or something that doesn't help at all. Like if I'm telling someone how to like video edit and they mess up the pacing, for example, in one part, it's like way too slow. I'm not gonna be like, this is wrong, fix it. You shouldn't be doing this anymore or something like that. It's like, no, you gotta be like,
mhm.
okay, so the pacing should go along with the music here, or maybe pick it up a little bit more to go with the beat. It's like something that they can actually work with instead of just making them feel bad.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because it's like you have to fucking give them, like, yeah, like, how are people going to get better if you don't tell them how to get better or
Yeah,
what you
they're just
want
gonna
them
be
to do to
stuck
get
like that.
better, right? Yeah. And who knows, maybe he does do that too, but then if he does do that too, then that just proves that all this other shit is irrelevant and he shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, it makes them more
He should be
childish, right?
focusing on that, right? Yeah, that's the childish part, because he seems just shows that he can't control himself, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. With
Like
his
that's the
outbursts.
thing. Like, people are are condemning Seda, like, oh, seems to me like she can't control herself if she's just going on radio talking like this. I'm like, what about the director who's telling kids? Do people forget how young some of these idols are?
Mhm,
Like, Ogawa Aya is 14 years old, dude.
mhm,
If my 14-year-old kid, like, cousin, niece, whatever, was like, let's say she's in sports, she's on a basketball team, and her fucking coach is telling her to go die, or she's ugly, I'm going in and throwing hands, dude.
uh-huh,
You know what I mean? Like, and basic human empathy shouldn't take
mm,
comparing it to someone within your life. You
yeah,
should be able to have that for anybody. But like, just
mhm,
just think about it that way, though. If you can't already feel for these girls,
mhm,
right? If you're such an asshole that you can't just have basic human empathy, then think about it. If it was your kid or your cousin or
uh-huh.
your niece,
Make it
your
more relative,
sister,
yeah,
something,
mhm,
right? Like, it's so stupid. And yeah, like, seeing this on Inoue is so disappointing. And like, look, I don't want to speak over her truth, right? Like, I wasn't in the group. Obviously, I'm not a member of Nogizaka, as much as we joke about it. Um, but like, I don't know what Sego was like for her, right? Was she a victim and she just was so internalized that she refused to acknowledge that she was a victim of abuse? Possibly.
mm,
But let's just go with her word and say maybe not, right? Maybe she wasn't. Maybe she never received that abuse. Okay, that's great, but does that justify him doing it to anyone else, though?
yeah, that's from your own
No.
perspective, right?
Right, and that's where she has to draw the line,
Mhm,
right? If she had just made a statements like, I'm like, from my experience, I never experienced any kind of verbal abuse from Sego, but I do, like, but I hope that Seira's, allegations are followed up on, and they take some actual very
mhm,
serious internal review, right?
mhm, yeah,
She could have
reflecting
easily
on it,
said that, but
mhm,
she went straight for dismissing what Seira was
mm,
saying based upon her experience, and I think that's
yeah,
where she fell short,
yeah, yeah,
right?
mhm,
Because it's like, I don't know, it makes me think of like I don't talk about this often because it just was very, very sad for me, but like, I did have a friend who turned out to be just not a very good dude when it comes to the way he approached women, dude.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like just very inappropriate conduct, right?
Okay.
I could have easily been like, yo, I've never received any of that, so I don't think it's true. But like, you see where that probably wouldn't make sense, as he's probably not approaching me, a male friend, in the same way that he's approaching women.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to have a distinct experience with someone, but that doesn't mean that you should diminish the experience of other people.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
I think that hits it exactly. Yeah. It's like
Like,
just because you have your own perspective and your own, I don't even want to say way of saying things, but like it's like you're putting your what you see and your visualization of it onto others when they have their own perspective and their own thoughts and their own point of view and their own
right.
experience. Where like if you just look at it from yours, it reminds me of that. I'm gonna get off topic, but it reminds me of that psychological test where they do with children, where they put a divider between like two landscapes, and the kid sees like their perspective, and then when they switch, they forget that perspective and just think about the new perspective and don't think about what the other person sees. It's kind of like that, like not being able to see what the other person sees and just believing in your own message instead of trying to accept another one.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of a heavy topic, but I think the takeaway I want people to have with this is definitely, if you're feeling helpless in this situation, I know I did, and I still do. I'm obviously very angry. Like, I joke, the title of the stream is Yo Seigo, it's on site. If I catch you on these streets, it's on site, bro. But like, obviously, I'm not going to Japan. I'm not going to find this dude. I'm not going to exercise any vigilante justice on him, right? Um, I am just one dude in California who's very disappointed by this, right?
Mm.
But something we can do to be productive, like Tam mentions in that tweet thread, is to go to Nogizaka 46's website, get into the contacts, and to let your thoughts know. Let them know that you are supporting Seira. Obviously, she is not one of the most prominent members of the group, as much as we've come to love her on this podcast. What is it? As much as fans might love her, she definitely doesn't have the same kind of industry connections that Seigo has. Obviously, he's been doing this since the 90s, and she's still just an up and coming young idol in this group. So get into their inquiry form. There's a link to it on Tam's thread. Sign it, even if you don't speak Japanese, write it out in English. They can have someone there translate, or they can machine translate if they need to get the gist across. Keep it simple. Let them know that you're supporting Seira. Let them know that we basically let them know that we have our eye on them, dude. We don't want to see any Seira get any kind of backlash from this. What she did was extremely brave, and that she has our support as fans. Right, I think that's the biggest thing that we can do for Seira right now, is to make sure Nogizaka knows exactly where our money and our allegiance lies in this situation, right?
Yeah, 100% agree. Go ahead and check that out, guys.
All right, well, that is kind of heavy, but the last bit of news this week. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back with the TV show highlights. And we're back. Hey, you know what time it is. It's time for the TV show highlights. It's the part of the show where we go back and we talk about the regular shows. Of course, that's going to be, what is it? Hinata Zaka de Amasho, Sokoma Gatero Sakarazaka, and Nogizaka Kojichu, as well as anything else we may have watched this week. I watched a couple of things, bonuses, all on YouTube. So accessible, YouTube.
So easy.
Making our lives real easy. First thing was the Nogizaka Haishin Chu channel had a special little video about featuring my kid Ioki Mao, dude. She's going to go eat maguro, dude. So she's at Tsukiji Fish Market, dude. We noticed in a lot of gaijin, it is a very popular tourist spot. So she's just like, yo, I fucking love maguro, so I'm gonna go. So that's exactly what she does. She goes, spends the day, she eats some maguro skewers. She has herself like a nice bowl, dude. But I think the most important bit from this was a very big revelation.
Oh.
So some people, I'm not including myself in this because I'm not a diehard fan, but other diehard fans did notice that there was a few similarities between my kid's profile and another Sakamichi member's profile recently.
Oh.
Both being from Hyogo,
Oh.
both with very rare names. Both love maguro, right? And so on. Our girl, my child Iyokimao, has a cousin in the Sakamichi series group. Of course, that would make her my niece. She revealed that this member is, based upon what I've already told you, you might have guessed it, is Shogenji Yoko from
Jimmy, you've been hiding this?
Hinatazaka.
You've been hiding this from us?
Look, I didn't want to steal the thunder from Hyoki, all right, from Mao Mao. She obviously wanted to be the one to share it with everybody. So I said, far be it from me. I'll let her share it when she's ready, right? I know she was very concerned about, the nepotism allegations. She didn't want, she's like, I already have my father, who's a 4th gen member of Nogizaka 46. My aunt, Mukai Hazuki, is what is it? A 3rd gen member of Nogizaka 46.
Yeah.
If I were to drop that, I have a cousin in Hinatazaka 46, I would never beat the
always be compared.
The nepotism allegations, dude. But I told her, you know what? We'd love a good nepotism idol. So you go ahead and share that. So she did. And I'm proud of her. I'm glad we could finally put our family relationship out into the open like this, dude. But yeah, very cute video. Also, and kind of in the same vein, dude, it was just kind of a nice what is it? Like mukbang kind of day to watch. YouTube, I suppose you could say. We talked about this a while back. Hinatazaka 46 released their own YouTube channel, right? Kind of similar to Haishinchu, that was gonna exist separate from where the official 46 Hinatazaka 46 YouTube channel. This time they had Osushi on eating sushi.
Oh, how relevant.
Yeah, dude. So this one's real nice, dude. There's nothing quite as enjoyable as just watching someone enjoy a meal. I feel like that's like
a good human like nature or quality you have. It's like
yeah.
Just being able to like take someone, doesn't matter who, doesn't matter what the purpose is, but just going and enjoying food together. I think that's like a very human thing of like just seeing each other enjoy food.
Yeah, dude. It doesn't even have to be like someone like you're interested in like romantically, for example, right? Like
it doesn't matter if you're trying to
just
raise them up or not,
Right, exactly, right? Like even just with your homies, dude, you're having a good meal with your homies. There's nothing like having like a good meal with your friends and everybody's like, yo, this is so fucking good. Like that's such like this is a genuinely nice, wholesome feeling, dude. Just watching everybody at the table enjoy what they're eating, dude. You know what I mean?
It's good when nobody's talking, they're just like just eating the food. You're like,
yeah.
Everyone just munching down.
So yeah, this video was very cute, dude. Just watching Osushi eat some sushi, getting excited. She's she talks with some of the people at the table real quick. They're like, oh, what are you? She's like, oh, I'm an idol. Oh, really? Like, yeah, I'm in Hinatazaka 46. Do you know? They're like, nah, I'll be honest with you, nah. Which is I think kind of nice. We've been talking about this for a while, dude. I feel like every now and then people need to be served a reminder that the majority of Japanese people have no clue about any of this shit that we are so deeply entrenched in.
Yeah.
And that's okay. But Yeah, so I watched those two clips on video.
She brought her
I kind
Sony
of wish
camera too,
I
right?
watched. Yeah, yeah. She's put up her Sony A7 something. I was trying to see if it was an A7S or maybe it was just an A7 Mark IV, A7 Mark III. But well, couldn't quite see. But what is it? I was hoping I could have watched something on the Sakurazaka 46 channel just to even it out, keep it
Mhm.
fair. But unfortunately, I did not. There is, however, a video that they uploaded recently. It's
Oh.
what is it? Masamoto Kira enjoying lizards,
Oh.
right? She's like in the like reptile room.
Mm.
So this did air a couple days ago. So I could have watched it, but I just didn't know until later, till it's too late. So big Sag, I missed out, but I'll definitely give this a watch. I love Kira. She's a very funny, cute little kid. Uh, she loves reptiles, and I love seeing idols enjoy animals as well,
You
dude.
look so scared of her. It's like, oh no, what is
Hmm.
this?
And it rightfully should be afraid of her,
Yeah,
dude.
true.
Ki-
Like
Kira is something to be feared, dude.
like when they say the animals are more afraid of you than you are of them, especially true, Rakita.
Yeah. So chat saying it's a really fun video, so I'm
Okay.
probably gonna hunker down and watch it later, dude. But yeah, did you watch anything else, Josh?
I only watched the regular shows, but I'll be honest, only Noguchi was worth it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's start with Hinata Zaka de Aima show. What
I
was
thought we
it?
only go through highlights of shows that we want to highlight.
Oh, okay. True. Okay. What was your highlight from Nogizaka Kojichu, Josh?
Let's see. So this episode was the Banana Man present,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
and we were able to see different presents. We saw a piece of moon property, which I don't even think is like actually technically illegal, from Umezawa. And then we also had
What you mean she can't just fucking colonize the moon, bro? What do you mean?
I don't think it works like that. And then we got some food from Kubo, and
Mm-hmm.
we also got I forgot the rest.
Yeah, some food from Kubo. I think there was like the clothes, right? From
Oh, yeah.
what is it? There was like what was it Endo, right? It was like the shirt, the shorts, and the tummy warmer.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
And then Sakura made a special design T-shirt, dude. Where is that? Yeah, right here.
I thought it was Himuno's for
Um,
sure.
Me too, But no, it was for Shitara. Yeah, it was like the size and everything.
Uh-huh.
And then we got the best, I would say the best gift, dude. These cute little specialty made bananas with Shitara's face etched onto them. It's these were like 600 yen bananas, dude.
Mhm.
One of those really
It's like
expensive Japanese produce, dude.
it's like these only last for like 2 days max with that with the
Yeah, brother, you gotta eat this now. We don't got a
yeah.
lot of time, dude.
And you can't even savor it or anything. You have to you can't leave it there either because by the time you turn around, it'll be a little bit more spots on it. It's like now or never.
Mhm. Yeah. So this was made by probably the most talented member of Nogizaka 46. I would dare say, dude.
No bias.
No, absolutely zero bias. These were made by Ioki, dude. Ooh, so talented, dude. Look at her. Look at
Just
her
waiting for
chat.
the
Everyone.
Jimmy?
What do you mean, dude? What do you mean? Nah. I ain't never Oshihen, dude. Your boy is faithful, brother. Um, I'm just proud of the kid, dude. What can you say? I'm sure next week, dude, if Kaki puts out her gift, something she drew, I'd be like, yo, look at how talented she is, dude.
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah, that was real good. I will say the rest of the shows were kind of bedge, if I'm gonna be honest.
Mhm.
Be completely honest with everybody, right? Soko Magatra Sakurazaka, I think they were just going through, who won the most awards while they were in school, right? Like, Inoue won like 13, and they're like, oh shit, and then like, oh look, but she hella flopped this stuff though, dude. You know, oh, I was in the, or was it Hono's like, oh, I was in the top 48 in volleyball. Like, yo, that's kind of a big number, dude.
How many?
And then I think Hinata Zaka was you know, phrases and shit for, and then Kasuga would rank him. That's definitely, I would say, wait for subs
for sure.
All right.
Whenever you see a flipboard on them, wait for subs.
Yeah, it's I'm gonna be honest. I think I was starting to tune out a little bit as I was watching that one. It just Hinata Zaka has definitely had better episodes in my opinion. So yeah, maybe wait for subs, especially for Soko Magatara and Hinata Zakadama show, as like you know, both a lot of talking. A lot of kanji in the Soko Magatara one. You know? It's just like
I know. I was like, I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah, I was just like, I just know that these are different awards they won, dude.
Exactly.
If there's anything that stands out, chat will tell me, dude.
Like, oh, katakana? I can read something.
yeah. Okay, hold on. But yeah, definitely the must watch was Kochichu this week. But yeah, that's it. Anything else you wanted to add, Mr. Box?
Nothing to add.
All right. So you know what that means? It means that's going to be it for this week. We will catch you guys in the next video. Make sure you drop a comment down below. Let us know what you think about some of the stuff we talked today. Are you guys sad to see Kitagawa Yuri go? Are you excited for the new Sakura Zaka 46 sixth single? Let us know what you think, what you're expecting. And hey, if you haven't already, make sure you head over to Nogizaka's website and drop some love for Hayakawa Seira. But that's gonna be it from us this week. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.